loves, hey honey, hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Jakira Mou, and yeah, I do everything under the sun. So today we're going to get into this part 2, this plucking. If you haven't already seen part 1, make sure that you go ahead and check it out. But we're gonna get straight into it today because that's how I feel. Anytime you're plucking, you want to make sure that you're parting and making sure that everything is symmetric. I am going to give you guys a plucking tutorial real quick on how to use your tweezers, just so that when I say certain things in the video, you'll know what I'm saying. So here you see me showing you what I'm doing. Here are going to be called what I say long strokes. But those are where you're pulling out more hair, and this one is what I want to do, a short stroke. If you look closely, you can kind of see the scratches on my skin that I'm making with them, how like the longer strokes pull more hair or pull longer, and the shorter strokes pull shorter. So to start it off, I am going to do short strokes just around the front. I did part off about, I would say, like a centimeter of hair from the beginning of the lace, moving backwards, so that I have that hair to pull back over, or also I could do baby hairs as well. But again, I'm just moving shortly, and I want to do this in real time so that you guys can see what we're getting into, because again, this is a curly or deep wave wig. I don't want to pluck too much. Well, that's my first initial thought, so I'm starting with short strokes, so you can just watch. Okay, quick reminder, just one more time, make sure that if you're doing the long stroke, that means you're pushing, like the angle is backwards. If you're doing a short stroke, that means that the angle is like coming from a top angle. I want to keep, as you can see, I plucked to like I liked it. You want to keep in mind that the hair should be wet, moisturized. I use conditioner and water when I'm doing this part, because I like to keep it wet, because, like, you know, water dries up, but if you put like some conditioner, it'll should stay wet a little bit longer. And also, guys, I do have a comb in the hair, and I comb it out. It's right here, you see I keep combing to check it, because if you don't comb it, it may like confuse you or like fool you. So you want to make sure that you keep combing through to make sure that it's your desired length. So once you did the back how you like it, I go ahead and switch towards that part where we were at in the front, and I do just a little bit of short strokes. I did alternate between short and long on the other side, but really I would like to use short strokes more, just to keep it the lace as full as possible. But you're gonna see me add little short strokes on this side, and this is just gonna make it, when you flip that hair over, it'll make it more it'll fall nicely instead of being thick, and then it's a less dense piece behind it. But also, if you want to use this hair for baby hairs, because sometimes people do like thicker or wispier baby hairs, they like do that. So you see when I pull it back, it makes it look more natural. Also, that's a good step, is if you over pluck the part behind it. If you have this hair but in front of it, it won't look bald if you over plucked it, or as bald, I should say. So you're gonna keep combing to make sure you like it, and then once I get to my desired density or thickness that I want it to be plucked to, I start like just combing the baby hair section downward and pressing it to see if like that's how I like it. If I don't like it, I go back in and either do the longer strokes if I want some. Normally right here is when I start doing longer strokes, just to give me like to make it look, that I feel like longer strokes are your finishing touches. That's my personal opinion. And you should really focus on shorter strokes just to get the density out, but the longer strokes are just for like for detail, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing here, just to add like some personal flavor, if that makes sense. I really could have stopped about a minute ago, but you know, every week is different for me. So this is what I think. I'm gonna go ahead and start zooming out so that you can see, so you guys can see it from like a distance and see how it looks compared to the other side. I really like this. Personally, this side was my favorite side. The other side, I started like talking to myself and shit, and I started talking too much, and I got distracted. Period. As you can see, I was just doing short strokes, and this is what I was talking about, where I got distracted and started talking to myself. So I accidentally switched over to long strokes, but I'm kind of glad I did that, so I'll show you guys what happens. When you do long strokes first, it kind of like, I guess it gets rid of hair faster. Okay, you lose density faster, but for beginners, I would not suggest that, because it's just, you may get carried away, you know what I'm saying? So you will see that this side lost a lot of the bulk faster, but it still looks good. It's just, personally, I like to start with the shorter strokes to loosen the density and add the longer strokes for creativity purposes. You can curve it like you want. That's how I do my hair curved. So side part. No, but it's good. Ooh, Scapiano. Swoop it. Swoop it. Swoop it like how Rudy swoops with it. Cause I mean, some people hair does go straight back, which is cool. That's like that relaxer perm look. But curly hair normally has like a wave, and if you want to make curly hair look even more natural, you would wave it, like swoop it a little bit. That's my opinion. But yeah, so that's how we're gonna do that. Okay, zoom in once more. This is their final look, and you see that. Alright, Scoopiana. So we washed it out, and it's pretty like, you know, black compared to me. No. Okay, but let me show you. So cold. Okay. Okay. No matter what you do, this is not gonna work. Alright, so Okay, before we go any further, we gotta just talk about this terrible accent change. I just do it sometimes. Back to the video. To get this lace to my color to match, we're gonna use my bronzer. And this is my color, my bronzing brush. Urban Nighter is this way, and got to be these two together. Boom. And also my handy dandy blow dryer. Okay. Okay, so the reason why we blow drying it is because we did just come from washing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry the front and the back of the lace just so that the bronzer can actually adhere and actually stick to the lace. That's dry. Do not do that, but you know whatever. And now you have these. Alright. So you see it's like that. And if I can find a spot, it's almost there, but it's just there. You just see it's pretty light, you know? Like there, so we don't want that. So what you wanna do is take your spray. And then these in a darker color than your face makeup. I know a lot of people tell you use the foundation color, but really, who does that help? No one. No, seriously, it really doesn't help anyone. Like, do not use the foundation. Because I mean, more than likely this will fade away. So why not use a darker color? That way you know for sure it's gonna work, you know? Spray back. Open the cake on that. Then get out of here, it's cool. Take your got to be glued. That was kind of fun. Spritz it all over the closure. So this is what it looks like. The thing, right? So then you take a little bit more. And put it on there. And you don't have to glue this thing over there. If you want to, you glue it like here. And just to like kind of get rid of that yellowness. So now, let me, cause I'm not seeing myself through shit. Dude, that looks really good. No, like seriously, that looks amazing. Was a little nervous about it. Back up. This is just like baby hair, whatever you put down. But it looks good. Wow. Probably thin that out a little bit. These look really good. Like really good. The what looks like. And I'll turn the lighting down.